In 2018, my girlfriend cheated on me, so I ended up marrying her. In 2018, my 24 male girlfriend, 24 female, of 3 years admitted that she had cheated on me. It was a long-distance relationship, which was already incredibly difficult, and we would make a drive every weekend to see each other regularly, usually never went more than 2 weeks without seeing each other. She had made a male friend at her university, and since I had female friends of my own, I didn't mind this. Well, after one weekend together, she had left my house to go back home, about a 5-hour drive. We always send a text when we make it back safely. She sent me the text, and I thought nothing of it and went to work that afternoon. Later that night, she calls me crying and tells me that she didn't actually go home and that she had went to her friend's house to hang out. She told me that nothing had happened between them. Of course, I was upset because she had lied to me, saying she made it home when she didn't. Within the next few weeks, I cooled down and made up with her. I didn't want to risk losing her, for I loved her deeply. I had already spent 3 years with her and had intended on proposing to her. We worked on building back trust, and at the end of 2018, I asked her to marry me. That's right, I was so worried about losing her that I proposed. Bad memories never go away, and it was eventually brought up again in 2019, about a year into our engagement. This time, she admitted to withholding information about the event, telling me that they had made out and that he had come to see her within the next few days, the period in which we weren't talking to each other while I was cooling off. Of course, I was even more upset at this point. I feel that anyone would have ended it there. Having already proposed to her, I decided to once again forgive her, dismissing the guy's behavior as him just being a bad guy that she shouldn't have trusted. In her confession, she had played the victim, saying he came on to her and all that. By 2020, we had worked hard to keep the relationship strong and finally got married during the summer. Only days before the wedding, she broke down and said, "I can't believe that you are still going to marry me after everything I did." I told her that it was in the past and I had forgiven her. We got married and it brings us to today in 2022, 2 years of marriage. I feel that our marriage is relatively happy, though we still don't see much of each other because we both work all the time. We have ups and downs, all relationships have rough patches, right? But within the past year, I can't stop thinking about her cheating. Even though it was nearly 5 years ago, it still hurts very much. I said that I forgive her, but I am unsure if that is true. I really do love my wife, she's truly my best friend, but I can't be free from the pain of the past. I don't know what to do. I'm confident that she hasn't cheated since, but something about marrying my cheater just isn't sitting right with me. We married young and hastily, and I often wonder if it was a mistake. I always ponder that what if question. What if I had broken up with her when it happened? Surely my life would be different, but I wouldn't be constantly reminded of the pain that she brought me. Sorry for the large amount of text. Any advice or outlook would be appreciated.
I just realized today my husband doesn't eat in the morning to feed our son and me. I, 29F, and my husband, 30M, have had a tough life recently. When I had my kid at 27, Corona started. I lost my job, my husband's company failed and everyone left. We didn't know what to do anymore. We barely had food to eat. I tried selling stuff, but it wasn't near enough. I once walked to our bedroom and saw the door slightly open. I looked and saw my husband crying. It was the first time I see him cry. I sat next to him and he started apologizing, saying he failed as a father. I calmed him down and told him we are fine and he is doing an amazing job. Few months ago, he landed a job that is paying him so well, and it was the first time in a while I saw him this happy. But thinking about it, I noticed he stopped eating breakfast with us. There are days he wouldn't even eat, and just sits with us on the table and looks at us eating. When I ask him, he would say he wasn't hungry. There were nights he wouldn't sleep either. I kept asking him every day if he is okay because he is too skinny and looked so pale because of that. He finally told me yesterday why he was doing all that and said he wanted to make sure that me and our son had enough to eat, so he would skip eating to make sure there was enough food for us. And he would stay up at night planning how he is going to spend the money on groceries and stuff. I started crying when he told me all that. He was sacrificing his life for us. I don't know what I was going to do without him. His income now is enough to support our needs and wants. He buys our son a lot of toys and just bought me a new iPhone a few days ago.